copy. Let me put the link in the chat, or not in the chat, in a, I don't know if you can both see this or not.
I'll just refresh YouTube and find it there if you're live, because I'm subscribed. I'll see you.
There it is. I'm live.
You are live.
I am live. All right. Here, the links.
I'm going to go for a pee, and I'll see you guys in YouTube.
Okay.
There, Jeff. Well, I'm going to kill the phone here.
Oh, me too. There we go. All right.
All right. Hang on just a minute. Let me find it. There you are.
Jody P's here.
Oh, I got no volume. I turned the volume all the way down on the computer. Can you hear me now? Hey, Jody.
Great.
First in, huh? Wow. Were you just looking for something to do today, Jody? There's a link in the chat. Hey, and David. Wow. Well, Kathy's going to go, what the hell happened? You're live? You're not supposed to be live today. Wait, I am. Well, I used to be. And Nathan. And Cece.
Cece, hey, guys.
Wow. It looks like none of us have anything to do on this Tuesday afternoon, huh?
Well, we used to be here at this time.
Yeah. Well, pretty close to it. Yeah. But what, we started about an hour and 15 ago normally.
So you should ask what you prefer, to the Thursday or the Tuesday, because maybe if Tuesday's better,
yeah,
we could do that. It's up to you.
I know you had said Thursdays might be better for you. Last week, I think maybe.
I think one or the other works fine for me either way. I mean, it can.
Yeah.
But it either one of those days is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer, Ron, I can do that.
Oh, yeah, this is good too. This is fun. Jody, I won't tell you that it's 100 degrees here.
Oh my goodness, 100 degrees. Hey, Greg.
Yep, the big century. And hi, Greg. And then Cece, I hope you get your little totes. Those would be cool for little ponds. What, about 5-gallon size thereabouts? Cold and drizzly is kind of nice once in a while. Get in and just kind of hang out, and maybe, if there's a fireplace, crank that thing up, and something hot to drink, something cold to drink. Who cares? Just, even ice cream.
Greg saying, Jody, are you stalking me? LOL.
And you work in a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, oh, really? What do you do, Nathan? Can I ask?
56 and gloomy. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
What?
You pulled a bunch of weeks. Yeah, I just am not spending much time in the.
Hey, there's Don. Hey, Don.
Don.
Did you see the link in the messenger, Don?
Did you find it in the messenger?
Yeah, it was there.
Oh, all right.
In the group messenger that we have.
Yeah. Okay, that's where. Yeah. 91 and tornado. That's in Louisiana. Tornadoes. Yeah, I know they do. Yeah.
We had one here that came through and ripped a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, I know there was a really bad one in St. Louis. What do they call it? A 3-something, a E3 or whatever.
F3.
I think he said an E3, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The E was for the earthquake. Okay, could be. I always thought it was the F.
Yeah. It was just, I think, last week. There was, yeah.
Because
St. Louis. An EF3, Jody's saying. So we're both right. EF3.
EF3, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah.
I shouldn't joke about that. That's why they call it F, because it F's everything up when they come through.
Oh, man, yeah.
It does.
So it should actually be an FE3, F everything. FE, right? F everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and rightful the ground shakes periodically, and that's always intense. You never know. The last time, a couple of weeks ago, we had that one, and all of a sudden things start shaking, and they start picking up a little bit, and then they go back down, they pick up a little bit, and you just don't know where it's going to go. You have no idea where it's going to go. You can't see it coming, so Don't know what the intensity is going to be, how bad it could be. Fortunately, it wasn't a bad one a couple weeks ago. So like that. So I went through and cleaned up a bunch of my YouTube.
Oh, Gord's here. Hey, Gord. How you doing, my friend?
How are you?
So
Thanks
good
for
to see
being here.
you.
You know what, all of you, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
absolutely.
Yeah, every one of you. We lost power last night for a short time. Wow, 65-mile-an-hour wind. Wow,
Yeah.
lots of down power lines. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. You know, I was watching was it a short that Christine put up a few days ago about this dust storm they had where she lives in Illinois? It's like, oh my God, that's like here.
Yeah.
It was just blowing. What's up, Stephen? Hey, a pop-up. Yeah, a pop-up. So, yeah. I mean, I was just astounded, you know, and I know she's got all that farmland behind her. So I don't know if that's where all the dust came from or down the ways, but whatever.
Hi, Shirley.
Yeah. So far it's all about, you know, dust storms and weather and tornadoes and drizzles and earthquakes and, you know, Mother Nature throwing her finest at us. I guess we should talk about fish. Jody's been sharing pictures of what she said was her favorite aquarium or not pictures, video on the tube. And oh my God, it's gorgeous. Hey, David. This is the fourth or fifth spam call I've gotten today.
Oh.
And then I just block, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if the same ones just coming. Hey, June.
Hey, June.
Just coming in on different, you know, like calling from different lines, you know. So telemarketers are some garbage. So we sold our house in Orange County. Escrow closed on the 15th of December 2 years ago. So a little over 2 years ago now. And we still get calls. Hey.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Greg.
So nice.
Yeah. Hey, very cool.
So we come off for you, Ron. Uncle Smiley received a gift membership.
Yes.
Empire Dirt, Jeff Kane received.
Yes.
Woods Cats, Rachel received. Mexican
right. Yeah.
Very nice.
And thanks for being a member for a month,
Awesome.
Greg. Yeah. I appreciate that very much. That's very kind.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so I still get calls on that. You still have that, you know, we're looking to buy that house. We have a buyer for your house. Well, you know, you should have called me 2.5 years ago. So it's like, what are you going to do? Take me off your list. Click.
There's Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
There you are. Yeah. Oops, Ron.
Waiting room, he says. Is he?
Oh, hey.
There we go.
You know, yeah, it's right there, you know, but do I look down? No, I'm over here. Sorry.
Hello.
I have it on full screen, so I can't see the bathroom. I just
long time no see, Don. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Been, I don't know, since last Thursday?
Oh, about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, there was that, yeah.
Yeah, but we can't talk about that.
No, it's all hush hush.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah. So it's starting to, last 2 days have just been noisy here. They've been out jackhammering the back patio and all the surrounding concrete and 2 full dump trucks of concrete. And I'm not sure if it's a third one, but they pretty much got it all. So next they're going to start jackhammering out the inside of the pool. We have a swimming pool. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, welcome in.
They are starting to. Did I say hi, Jeff? I did say hi, Jeff.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and so we're getting the pool redone. The whole, you know, there was some big issues back there. So the shallow end is over my wife's head. So we're going to have one end raised a little bit because she's shorter. So yeah. So anyway, it's been noisy. House has been shaking, you know, from the jackhammering and the bobcat, the dump truck, and hey, Warren, howdy.
Hello there.
Yeah. So anyway, it's been like that. It's been fun.
You see, Ron, I told you, build it and they will come.
Yeah. You know, I know that's not always the case, but this time, Jody was like waiting there, just chomping at the bit or something. I don't know. She was the first one in, boom. So, wait, Jody. Yeah. and then everybody else.
It goes to show you, you got such wonderful people coming in here, and they come in immediately like that. That says something about you, Ron. You're
Well,
good.
You're very kind. Thank you. And to all of them, thank you.
Being honest with you.
Well,
Well,
you didn't say
Ray's
pop up with Jeff, and you didn't say pop up with Don. You just said it's a pop up, and
Just a pop-up, yeah.
here
No
they come.
name.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're just the added nutrients to make it thrive more, right?
Yeah.
I'll be the nitrate. You be the phosphate, Jeff.
I'll be the well, it starts
I'm
out with
gonna
the
be
ammonia,
the
and then
Yeah. Wow.
oh, Corey's definitely going with the culprit. Oh,
Not CO2 related though.
so you mentioned that Jody lost her power.
She did. Yeah. She mentioned that.
How long
Power
was it out for?
last night.
The whole night?
No, well, I don't know. We've had some weird stuff around here lately. In fact, Scotty Raising Fishes sent me an email. Is it 2 days ago now? Are you in Palm Springs? And I replied, no, we're half an hour east of there in Palm Desert. Oh, there was an explosion there. I go, oh, wow, okay. So apparently there was a bombing. Somebody drove a car bomb into a fertility clinic of all things. So what a mess. And then just the other side of the hill at 29 Palms, where this kid lives, they got the whole neighborhood cordoned off because they're worried about like bigger things. So it was weird, just weird. And then I guess a tractor trailer, what is it? A semi drove into some sort of big power box not too far from here. And so the south end of Palm Desert was all blacked out earlier today. So, but we're just in a little mecca here. We're, fortunately, knock on wood, so.
I tell you what, any day above ground is a blessed day. I'll tell you that.
Oh, vertical breathing. The sun is shining. The breeze is blowing. The birds is chirping.
Yeah. It's chirping.
Yep. Where did I get that? From the producers, I think. The original producers was Zero Mustel, and who else was in that?
I was trying to think what accent that is. That New Hampshire? No, it might be.
What, the boys is chirping?
Yeah, the boys.
Probably a little bit of Brooklyn or a little bit of the Bronx. Yeah.
A little bit of maybe a little New Hampshire.
Okay, Ron, you're a movie buff. I got
a little bit.
I got a trivia question for you.
Yeah, way better at it. Yes, I'll try.
Oh,
I got a trivia question for you.
Okay.
Mel Brooks' silent movie.
Yes, I remember that.
Who had the only speaking line in that film?
Marcel Marceau.
Got it in one.
Wow.
Yeah. And he said,
he's a mime too. So it was
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fun movie. I saw it when it came out. I don't remember if I was in junior high or high school. It was 67, 68, 69, something like that.
Springtime for Hitler and Me. Is that the name of the movie?
No. Well, it might be.
Oh, watching the bombing earlier. Oh, I see.
Hey, Brent. Yeah.
Hey there, I got your list. I'm going to be adding it in.
Shirley just got her. Yeah.
Brandon's got some interesting things. I'm not gonna say what it is until I put it in, but
no.
Keep it as a secret. It's good stuff. I think it's
yeah. Were you gonna call me? I thought you were gonna call me. That's why I said give me half. I'm sorry, Brandon. It has been over an hour. My mistake.
Oh. Of course, we've had you over an hour, Ron.
Yeah, this is true too. I was on a call with these two gentlemen.
June 21st, next auction.
Don called me, then we called Ron.
Wait, what? No, the next auction here is December 3rd or May 31st. Yes.
But then next month we have it for the 21st. Okay. I know there was a bit of scheduling. I had it scheduled. I scheduled it back in April because we wanted to get it set ahead of time, just so we have it, so we don't forget. Because the last time I did it, I scheduled it right the day before Easter, and I don't want to do that before a holiday, so I checked everything out. Apparently, there's I've been in. It shows the upcoming on. There's been upcoming since April. on my live feed. If you go there and click the live, you'll see it. But
Right.
so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. We might have 2 auctions that night. I'm really not sure.
Oh, God, I hope not.
I turned 40 on June 21st. Oh, that's Steven's birthday.
Oh, hey. Oh, is that the first day of summer?
Steven.
Is that the first day of summer? Summer?
Oh, wow.
June 21st. Our daughter, Kathy's real daughter, actually. Oh, the first day of summer is the 20th. Her name is Summer because she was born on the first day of summer. Roger that, Shirley. So is it Roger or Shirley?
Oh, Roger that. Because she says, I messaged you bootylicious. And she says, Roger that, Shirley.
That just made me think of airplane.
First day of summer. Yep, that's the equinox, isn't it? That's when it's going to be the longest day of the year. And then after that day, it starts going down increments by seconds, minutes.
It may as well be winter. After the first day of summer, it may as well be winter. Summer's over.
That's a cuss word now. Winter is a cuss word. I don't even want to think about it.
A Gemini on the cusp. Interesting. Apparently that's a new credit card too, is Gemini. And the points you get are Bitcoin points.
Hey there, Swiffle is in the house. Hey, Swiffle. How you doing, my friend?
Hello, Swiffle.
Doing okay?
How are you getting on?
Woo-woo. Say it again.
I said, how are you getting on, Swiffle?
Oh, good. Yes. Yeah. I gave him is it the commensurate? Is that the right term? Whoop, 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 whoop. He nails it.
Hello. Hey, Uncle Smiley.
Yep. So anyway, yeah. So my 2 brain cells just went different directions again. Where were we?
We're right here.
Oh, had to ask.
Yeah.
We were auctioning summer. That was it. First day of summer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The equinox.
Yes.
No. Summer solstice.
Yeah. So
Summer solstice. Yeah.
we were talking about the scheduling of it and everything, how it's kind of landing on the same day.
Right.
So yeah, we'll have to figure something out.
Scotty's ears were burning. We were just talking about him.
There he is. Hey, Scotty.
I was telling the world that you had sent me an email the other day wondering if I was in Palm Springs. So now, and then was it last Thursday on the stream? Scotty set us. We played his video about. I think it was the basket he built, floating in his tub, so the fry would. Yeah. So I did a video on how I built that basket. I made one. And then I tagged Scotty and said, thank you. And so that was also, we were talking about the cloudy water I have in that tub. I got to figure out how to drain off the bottom of the tub because it's bound to be some sediment down there. All that algae, that thick algae that was in there. The plecos have pretty much cleaned the walls, but there's got to be a lot of sediment down at the bottom. And that's probably got something to do with why the water's so cloudy. So I got to figure out how to drain off the bottom of that tub, right? Get all that sediment out. It's at ground level. That's the hard part. People suggest you should bury that tub. So I guess I'd need some sort of pump I got to hook up some sort of pump. That's all there is to it.
Is there shrimp in that tank, in that tub?
There are, yeah. I don't know. I know, I put half a dozen of the yellow goldenback shrimp in there when I first, month and a half. And I've seen a couple times. I don't see them all the time, but I see. And now I've got fry, the Medaka fry. Mostly they're near the surface. And I'd hate to, screw them up. There you go, from Smiley, Don.
Hey, Smiley. Sounds like a turkey baster job, Ron. How big is the?
It's a 100-gallon tub, so it's up to my armpit lead. Yeah, it's a huge bottom. So, I was thinking if I could just get a hose down there to siphon it out.
And you'd have to decant the water into another container to make sure you haven't sucked any critters out.
A little bit at a time. Yeah.
Will they get chewed up in the impeller? I mean, if you're using a pump to suck the water out, does it go through an impeller?
Yeah, but get chewed up. Not necessarily. But
Okay. So you could just have like a large fish net that catch
well, or into like a 5-gallon bucket. Do 5 gallons at a time.
Yeah.
And let them settle out, or just I've got 5-gallon buckets, so I could fill them all, and then let them settle down. I think my wife is home.
Oh.
And so let the water settle, and whoever's swimming around, net them back out and refill the tub. There she is.
I thought we weren't fish keeping.
We weren't fish keeping, but these guys messengered me. We were chatting.
Hi, Kathy.
It was their idea. They said, "Let's do a
Hello,
pop-up."
fish keepers.
It's Jeff's fault. Jeff's fault.
I
Okay,
believe
yeah.
Jeff too.
It was your idea, Don. It's good to see you, Kathy.
It's nice to see you too. I have to steal him for a minute. I need help with the groceries because he wasn't going to be fish keeping today.
Oh, no problem.
This isn't fish keeping.
Yeah, because he mentioned you're coming home, so you
He actually told me that you guys don't often talk about fish. The poor people watching are like, Disneyland? Why are we discussing dessert?
Yep,
right?
He'll be right back.
you're right, Scotty. Yep, she is my activities director. She's the one I answer to.
And
So, well, one of the two. Yeah, try a Python with the high lift. All right, I'll find one of those, and then I guess you can hook that up to water, so it creates a siphon by hooking like a garden hose to it, and a Venturi effect that creates the siphon that way.
hi, Scotty.
That'll work.
Look at that. I got some love.
Yeah, you got some love. Everybody loves you. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, Ron.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, we'll see you in a minute.
Yep, won't take long.
So we got Sketty Nona is in. Hello, Sketty. How you doing, Sarah?
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Sarah.
Yes. How's everybody doing out there today? We got together and had a little. It was really interesting. I never did that type of a call before. We had like a video call off Messenger, and we're able to have 3 people on here. It's really kind of like a little Zoom meeting, kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't work very well though.
It worked fine for me. I mean, I never lost either one of you, but I know that we had at some point you'd lose one or the other, either the sound or the camera. We just had to reset it and just touch it again. But how you doing, Sarah? Good to see you. Me and Ron and Don were talking about the auctions, and coming up on the 31st. I can say I do know a few people that haven't been vendors who are going to be this time.
That's interesting. Who's that?
One of them is Ross Baltimore. He's never been a vendor on mine, but he will be this time around. I don't know what he's going to have available, but this should be fun. There is Mel. Hey there.
Hello, Mel.
This was it was a pop-up, Mel, that.
Fellow Ohioan, Mel.
Yes. Now that's Cleveland or Cincinnati?
Cincinnati. Cincinnati's Mel. I'm Columbus.
Oh, okay.
I was Columbus.
I've been to Toledo a couple times.
I was born not too far away from Toledo. I was born in Bowling Green.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've torn that hospital down.
This is about a 4-hour drive to Toledo from my Lansing, Michigan, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's about the same distance as me going up to like Mackinac or up to the bridge. About a 4-hour.
Speaking of Cincinnati, Jeff, how can I share a picture on here?
Oh, a picture. What you do is you, if you have it up on your screen, you see the little present television thingy.
Yeah.
You click on that.
Yeah.
And then you will have a list come up at the top. You click on that, and then the
Image
blue button,
file.
Then the blue button will show up, and then you click on share.
Here's a picture for Mel.
Okay. And then there's a lighter blue button. You have to click on that to bring it to this screen. And let me see if I have to add it. I might have to bring that up in. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Add to stage. There we go.
There you go. See if Mel knows where that is.
Is that the Red Sox, or is it Cincinnati Red Sox, or is it?
Look at my T-shirt. It's Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds, right?
And I'm down on the field with 2 of my sisters. back in the early 70s, right after the stadium was built. Yeah, that was right in the throes of the Big Red Machine. That was autograph day at Riverfront Stadium.
Is that you right there?
Yeah, that was me when I was about 10 years old.
Oh, that's
I'm guessing
cool.
about 1971, 72, something like that.
And these are your sisters next to you?
Yeah, my youngest sister's in the middle, my middle sister's on the left, and my oldest sister was already living in Iowa by then.
Oh, okay. Nice. June says she's terribly hungry.
I was a good-looking kid, but that was an awful long time ago. A lot's changed since then.
Oh. The whole world's changed since back then, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like Sarah and Mill are here. So where is this? You said Red Stadium?
Riverfront Stadium in
Riverfront.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah. I've been by it. That's as close as I've been. Nice.
I used to go to 4, 5, 6 games a year. My dad took me there, I think in 75 when Cincinnati played the Boston Red Sox in the World Series. Saw Louis Tion pitching on the mound.
Ah,
It
hi,
was a
sir.
great game.
Yeah. I got to see Nolan Ryan pitch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an angel at the time.
The Kentucky Derby? No, is that the one that you ever watched the Kentucky Derby? That's not too far from Cincinnati, is it?
You're right there, Scotty.
I was born in 91. Ah. You were 2 years old when I got married. Yep.
You can go ahead and take that down.
Oh, what if we want to look at it longer?
Ah,
We're-
remove from
There you
stage.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And my sister just sent that to me today, and I didn't even know the picture existed. So it just sort of took me back quite a few years.
How cool.
Right
So
down.
Kentucky Downs, is that Lexington or is that a little further, Mel? Lexington a little further away from the river.
For some reason or another, I cannot remember the really famous horse race in Kentucky. Is it? I thought it was.
Kentucky Derby.
Is it the Kentucky Derby? I thought it was something else.
You got the Belmont Stakes of Preakness and the Kentucky Derby, and that's the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Triple Crown. I think that might be it.
The Kentucky Derby is one of the 3 races in the Triple Crown.
Oh, okay. It's the Derby. Thank you. I was right, actually, for change.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hello, Cheryl, the breeding queen.
Hey, Scotty.
No, it wasn't her. It wasn't her.
Oh, we have Richard Reynolds to go with the Flow Aquatics. Hello, Richard. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Richard.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's actually evening now, 6:11. I can't believe it's 6:11 here already.
Wow, yeah, time's fun when you're having flies.
As one frog said to the other.
Yes. Miss Piggy, Miss Piggy.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is better. Okay. I was trying to pretend I could actually see like a normal person, but no sense in me trying to do that, right?
Quite normal, Jeff. Yeah.
Well, being able to, without having to use one of these,
Oh, for that, yeah.
but I guess it's normal for me, I guess. So I guess
What was I going through last night? There's a picture of that mug. And
that's just a prototype my wife did. But you can put it up if you want.
no, I think you should run with that.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should run with that. I think that would be a huge hit.
Are you able to put it up on the screen so people can see?
Yeah, let me find it.
Jeff?
And I want to see if everybody in the... yes, sir.
I've got one too, but this is for looking at my shrimp.
That's what I got this for originally when I got my Blue Dream.
Yeah.
I got this for them, and then as time progressed, it came in handy for other things like the fry and the baby snails and whatnot. And then live streaming, it comes in very handy here. So it's kind of a silly one my wife did. I mean, it's okay. I'm going to do some other merch though.
I think it's really
Okay. Well, she thinks it's cute and it'll be all right. I got to clean this.
come on, load. There it is. StreamYard.
Might do this with some of the merch. I'm going to do probably 2 different kinds of cups.
Yeah.
This will
All
be
right. Wait, is it up? Can you all see that?
I want one.
Yeah, no kidding. I do too. What about everybody else? What do you think about this mug? Apparently, Kathy did the design.
Yeah, Kathy did that. My wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it's a hit. I love it.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
We'll see
I
what.
think this would be great on a mug, or a full size mug. You know, like whatever they are, like 16 ounce or whatever they are, and then geez, and then also t-shirt.
Mhm.
You know, anything like that, any of the fish merch like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you see. I might do that. That means the right color, the same colors I've been using.
Yep.
And of course, I got my albino corridoras, and she decided to use one of them as a.
Yeah.
So yeah. Except the eyes aren't pink though, but I like them better.
Done in a rather fetching algae green. I
Well, the
like it.
magnifying glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd probably go with that, but I got to check with Stephen P. which one how I can get that, because the quality of the mugs that he gets are really good, and I want to make sure that is something that I'll be able to do. I'm not really sure how to go about it actually, so I was.
Well, I know there's different vendors. There's Vistaprint. They're a little on the pricey side, but Vistaprint does it. I use something called Printify with my Shopify store. And they do, I like their quality. Didn't I send you a mug?
No, not yet.
Who did I send a mug? I know Jose bought one of my mugs. He went to my store and bought it. Yeah, I like Printify's quality, but there's other print on demand. I know some people go through Redbubble. Well, I don't know. Where did Maureen and Christine get their mugs?
From over in the UK.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up now. Wayside Print and Design.
Yeah, that's it.
Copy that.
Oh, you know what? I did hear Maureen say that.
Mm-hmm.
Paste there. I've just pasted their Instagram into YouTube.
You need that mug?
Yeah, where Steven's saying the shipping cost can be kind of high, so shop around. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Now, are there some places that you can? I heard there's some places it's like no money out of your pocket. You give them the design, people will order it.
Yep.
They will handle the shipping and everything, and then a portion of the money would come back to me.
That's what print on demand is.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah, I've got that Shopify store, and that's all based on print on demand.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to handle. All you do is
whatever. Yeah.
They handle the shipping and everything. You don't have to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes straight to the buyer's address.
Oh, nice.
I get the bill from the printer, and then I receive the money from the buyer. So it just bounces back and forth, and everybody's happy. So
nice. Okay. I'd like to. Let's talk about that and see about.
That's the way it went. Maybe the buyer pays the shipper, and then or the printer, and then I get my cut. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds easy enough.
That works. Yeah, it works. Works well enough. Yeah. I need to put up more stuff on my store. Cause more variety. I'm going to pull that.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, people like that. I can probably do that, and I can always do another type too.
Absolutely. Yeah, more variety is better.
Yeah, I'll do that one for the people that want that one, and then.
And I'd be willing to bet if you put another one up and put the two, this one would probably be the winner as far as selling the most.
Oh, probably. That's
Oh,
what.
and I had mentioned, oh God, who's the? Now I can't remember. Is it Teespring? That's got. I think it's Teespring that's got some sort of a partnership with YouTube. Uh,
Oh,
and people have, their line of merch underneath their videos.
yeah, I've seen that. Jack and Dan does that.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Excuse me, shirts, mugs, hoodies, right, all that kind of stuff. Um, it's 100 here, June.
Wow.
But then is it Jenna or Jana, Stephen's wife? Jana?
Jenna.
Jenna. There we go. She suggested they're not the best to deal with, but if they've got that link to YouTube, then it's right there. So, but you got to figure. Otherwise, you just put a link to your store. If you come up with a story, put a link to your store in the description, and that's kind of what I do. There's a link in the description for So.
Yep. So I'll probably have a couple of them made. Probably get some actual physical cups and do those
Sure.
and give some away. That'll
Yeah,
be cool.
I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'll do it.
Christine was saying that using Wayside, which is over here in the UK, even including the shipping across back to her in the States, was cheaper than using the US suppliers that she found.
Wow.
Their quality is really good.
I may have to reach out.
Talk to Christine about it. Yeah.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I definitely will. I think I'll do that. Maybe make a few of those and just, Oh, let me see here. I saw experience with them. Branton corrected my mistake. Nick is breeding. He has peacock gudgeons. Who's this now? Nick. That's what I need is some peacock gudgeons at some point. That's my unicorn fish. That's my Captain Ahab's white whale I'm going after. I haven't found it yet. I'll get him. If I have to travel around the whole Africa, I'll...
Tell me, Jeff, how are those albino bristlenose? Are they okay with shrimp?
Yes, absolutely. I've kept mine with, from what I've seen, they're 100%. I mean, I can't say for a fact they don't inhale by inadvertently a tiny shrimplet, but I've never noticed any dwindling numbers.
Right. Okay.
With them. Yeah, they're good together. In fact, the droppings from the bristlenose is actually very nutritious, and those little shrimp will feed on it.
Inefficient digestive systems, haven't they?
Yeah, they get a lot of nutrition from it. So, and also snails are a good thing to keep with your shrimp.
I don't like snails.
I know a lot of people don't, but they are very better. Like a mystery, if you had a big mystery snail in there that won't reproduce by itself,
yeah,
and that'd be beneficial to them too. Let's see
I might stretch to a mystery snail one day. I don't know.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm waiting for mine to breed, but they still haven't yet. I think I got all the same gender because I bred them before by the hundreds, and they were really easy. And these right here, I've been doing everything under the sun to try to get them to do it, and they're not. There's Melvin in the building. Hey, Melvin, smash that like button. I gotta do his little thingy here.
Hello, Jeff. My name is Chief.
Hi, TB.
Hi, Melvin.
Hey, Melvin.
Yeah, the vinegar eels.
I do microworms because I've got black neon tetras, and microworms are super easy to keep. I don't use oat. I use instant mashed potato, which doesn't stink nearly as much as oatmeal does.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the fish store gave me some last summer, and it stunk up the garage really bad. So we just sort of dumped them. So we're more trouble than we were.
just do instant oatmeal with a sprinkle of instant yeast on top, which I keep in the refrigerator.
Right.
And
About a year ago, I was speaking to Jeff Kane. He just says he doesn't like it either. So I've never done them myself, but he said that, so I've never tried them. I'll just take his word for it. And you guys, if it stunk up your whole garage, then I don't want it in my house.
Yeah.
see if you can see them.
Yeah.
It's got them in a little plastic pot,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
and you can see
Yep.
them climbing up the side.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And use like a little paintbrush or your finger or what to get them out?
Yeah, just finger dip it in the tank.
Yeah.
It's not even a tight fitting lid.
Yeah.
Just stick it on top. Mashed potatoes on the bottom.
And periodically, what, a little bit of water in there, just keep moist, or
No, because the lid sits on top, the condensation just goes right back down to the
Okay.
bottom. You don't need
Okay.
to do anything.
All right.
And you can get, well, they say 4 weeks. I've gone 6 weeks.
okay.
Just letting it go without changing the medium, and then
Right.
you just take like I don't know, 1/8 of a teaspoon of the mashed potato, stick it in a new pot of mashed potatoes, stir it up, and it takes them a couple of days, and they're just everywhere again.
Right.
Then I turn the filter flow down so that the microworms don't get sucked into the filter.
Sure.
Scrape my finger across it, dip my finger in the tank. The black neons, they go mad for about 15 minutes, eating them all up, and turn the
Yeah.
filter back up. And whatever they don't eat, the baby neocaridinus and neomonos, they're
Oh,
quite
sure.
happy to take. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Rice Krispies. Okay. He said Rice Krispies work good, too, for they don't smell quite as bad.
Oh,
But I've heard the mashed potatoes are a better option.
yeah. Interesting.
I've heard some people use a slice of bread even, but that's,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bread's going to go moldy pretty quickly, I would
Yep.
think.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah. I have not, other than live brine shrimp. I have not gotten into the live foods. I want to get some blackworms and try that.
Oh, and
When I had loads of tanks and I was breeding fish and selling them to pet shops, I had two or three brine shrimp hatcheries going, at once, different phases
Right.
and stuff like that. But I've only got 2 tanks now because I got no space.
Yeah.
So I'm on a much smaller scale now. I'm selling nothing to pet shops. I just do it for fun. Just do it for
Sure,
fun because I love doing it.
I got just the one hatchery. That seems, every other day I'll feed it out. It's like every 30 hours for mine. Because I don't use a heater in mine, but they hatch
Right.
pretty good. They get a really good hatch rate.
Interesting. So, Jeff, you like the Rice Krispies better even than the potatoes, huh? So I guess the heat, because our garage gets really hot. We have a mini split, and it keeps it about 78, I guess, this time of year. So the AC is not running full tilt, but it keeps it about 78. And so it was hot enough in there last summer that it just stunk up the place. So outside they went, and then they just dried up out there because it's, it's 120 degrees. So they can't handle that.
Mm-hmm. California blackworms. That's another one I'd like to try to.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
raise.
yeah. Except they all come from the East Coast.
Yeah.
All the vendors seem like they're, and it's overnight, and it's, $50 to ship, and
California is the other direction.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I know it.
Hi, Jose.
There he is. Hey, Jose.
How you doing?
Yeah, I might try grindle worms eventually,
Yeah.
but at the moment the micros are fine for the fish that I keep. So
Yeah.
Oh, the vinaigrette, yeah.
and I just now remembered to go back and click the like button.
Thank you. I did too, finally. Yeah.
I have it by pretty good authority. There might be some, I think Shirley might be having some vinegar eels on the auction. Cultures.
Oh, okay. She had them up last time, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not certain it's going to be this time, but we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I don't remember how did she ship them? Just because it's a jar of liquid.
Enjoy your supper, Jody.
Bye, Jody. Thanks for
Enjoy your
popping.
dinner. Enjoy your dinner now.
Bon appetit, Jody.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's shipping a jar of liquid or a container of liquid. So I remember she had some sort of different kind of a container that vaguely remember a description of it now.
I want to invent a container where a solid container. Like,
All right, Jeff. Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? A container that you can have other than a bag that you could actually get the air in and ship that way. It could be,
I
tight.
guess. Yeah. If I'm reading Jeff right, starter you ship like fish. So just put them in a fish bag, pump some air and seal them up, and off they go.
But I was thinking about like a new standard for shipping fish. I don't know if that would, maybe if it's too rigid. I mean, if the water sloshes back, it might damage them more if they hit something more solid rather than the bag that would give.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that, I mean, they're so small. I can't imagine.
Okay.
Possibly. And Branton's saying hot sauce bottles, baby food bottles. Then I'm thinking, Gatorade bottles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just
Normally a
doing
starter
cultures,
culture is only a few ounces.
if you're just doing cultures, you just need one of those little Jack Daniels bottles you get on an airplane.
Yeah, I
The
think
spirit
that's-
bottles.
There were
Yeah.
4 ounces,
That's all
4
you
ounce
need.
starters.
It's starter culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 ounces, I think, is what she was selling them. 4 ounces.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I keep saying I'm going to give it a shot with the blackworms, and I haven't yet. And I don't know.
She shipped a bunch of Plecos and water bottles.
Small mason jar. Yeah.
Ah. Let's try
I
that.
like the idea of something plastic instead of glass.
Yes. Yes.
Because I mean, when the post office starts playing football with something, I was watching a guy doing a video the other night on it was a resellers thing, and he's shipping a coffee cups, and he's had a couple break already. Well, he's not packing them right, and so in the post office probably playing football with him as well. Got to make sure you have a little room for air. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like fish. I fill fish bags, maybe half and half water, half air. And as it's sloshing around, there's what air there is,
Lance.
what little bit of oxygen there is. Hey, Lance, is
Lance.
being mixed into the water as the box gets bouncing around. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, shipped in Goat Flow.
Yep.
Tenzo. What's his name? Zenzo.
Oh, Zenzo from Co-op. Yeah.
Yeah. Shipped fish to. He might have even flown with him up to Washington, up to Corey. Had him in Gatorade bottles. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, actually. I mean, there's less chance of a bag popping. I use the 4 ml bags, and even that, I mean.
Right. I don't drink Gatorade though. Yeah, I just go with the fish bags.
Yeah. But I would like to. I think I'm going to do that just as a project to try and come up with a good way to get enough air in something that's going to be watertight, airtight.
Yeah.
And to try ship that way.
Worst shipping video you ever seen? Which one was that, Jeff? I don't like the idea of shipping in Gatorade bottles. It's a lot harder than a bag.
That's what we were just talking about. I was wondering if that would be
I guess.
slammed too hard.
Yeah. I double bag the fish. So, I guess, there's always Zenzo's. Yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
a YouTuber first, I think.
Yeah. Tell me, Jeff, how do you really feel?
Ooh, careful.
No, that's me being sarcastic, right? Skull told me about using the bottles. Yeah. I've just been using, I use I think they're 3 ml plastic bags, and I double them up, and they're about half full of water. And then I put the air in, I've got that Lowell's Fish Lab fry tray. And I've got, there's a rigid piece of air stem that goes into it. So it bubbles, in the fry tray. So I just pull that out, stuff that in the bag, kind of twist it up a little bit, wait for it to inflate, then pull that out, finish twisting it up the rest of the way, tie a knot in it, and I'm done. Well, you guys saw me do that on that live that
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's just for me, it's just that simple.
Yep.
You know.
I used my heat sealer for Jose's first set of plecos, and I got another set going to him as soon as I get my boxes and stuff. But I used the heat sealer on it, and I folded it over.
Yeah.
What?
No, I said hi, Richard. I'm sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
That's okay. And I folded it over. Yeah, I folded it over, and then I did the heat sealer on it, and then because it's 4 layers, I would hold it for like 2 more seconds, and it did perfect. And
right.
I
won't heat seal the fish bag itself. I'll heat seal the double bag.
I did both, and
I'm just not confident in that.
I wasn't either until I practiced on a bunch of different bags, and I got one to the point where I had plenty of air in it in just the right amount of water, and I was throwing it up to the ceiling, and it would let it slap down to the floor, and it held after doing it about 10 times. So I was like, that's good enough for me.
Right.
I mean, if it was going to pop, it would have popped. It would have sprung.
Right. What's all good?
Too, and it still didn't.
Yeah.
Scotty lost all the fry.
Oh, from those Empire gudgeons. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, he had fry, and they
hatched out, but only survived about 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
I wonder.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons they are so expensive, because they are so hard to.
That's something to. I'm going to have to research those and see what the deal is with them. That's definitely a fish well worth, trying again and going to different degrees of care to try and keep them going.
Yeah.
Do they need like green water or something, or have
they got
yolk stacks?
Maybe. I like the idea of green water. I think, and I was back and forth with David yesterday. He put up a short, I think it was yesterday, new albino Cory fry. And I asked, what do you feed? He messaged me back with a picture of the food that he uses, some sort of fried food, and I couldn't tell you the brand offhand. And then I said what I had done in the past was I used Hikari First Bites and green water. And then baby shrimp.
If he says they're the smallest fry he's ever seen, the paramecium should be small enough for them to eat.
Yeah. What's the smallest fry? Oh, those? Yeah. Well, in green water, there's a lot of really small microorganisms in that. Jeff, I think if I was flying with fish, I'd probably still do them in bags, just double bags. So that's my take on it. I think I'm not going to go drink a bunch of Gatorade, just to have bottles to. Yeah, but I think you guys talking about bouncing off the sides of a bottle. I don't know. I think that makes sense to me what you're saying. Hello, Daisy.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, and I was thinking, well, if they're small fish, depends on how much. Well, it depends. I mean, if it's
the water.
If it's constantly getting sloshed around, I can see that. But if it's just like every once in a while, and that's going to happen in the bag anyway.
Right.
If the bag's next to the box, it's still going to have the hard box to.
Right. Yeah. I don't use oxygen. I just use the compressed air out of an air pump.
Yep. I just use a compressor and it gets nice and tight.
Yeah, it's still just compressed air. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to have, oxygen's freaking dangerous.
If you smoke, yeah.
Yeah. So, just compressed air, and it's right there. It's just hanging in one of my aquariums, and then I put it back into the little fry tray when I'm done with it. I've got some little koi kahaku swordtails in there right now. Water bottles they're flexible. Yeah. So you're limited on the throat, the throat size of the bottle. Some of those, when I send little fish, I use it's 3-inch by 14-inch, and so even that 3-inch, when it's open, the diameter, and I've got 2 fingers trying to hold it open and pour fish through that little area. I think next time I go, that I'm going to see if I can find a 4-inch bag. Brenton sent Branton sent me Green Dragon plecos, and Branton, were those 4-inch bags that you use? They were a little bit wider than the ones I'm using. They look like they were a 4-inch. It looked like a good size for one or two fish, one or two smaller fish. So anyway, yeah, it should be fun. It's fun stuff.
Richard's got some more green laser fry, a bunch.
Who does? Richard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's an incredible breeder down there in Florida.
Yeah. And who got I think it was Branton, you got the 4x12s. All right. Yeah. All right. And Branton, you got those, what were those green lasers from Peplin? Excuse me. I'm drinking warm Pellegrino because I forgot to load the fridge earlier. I keep saying I've got half a dozen tanks I could put. Hey, Austin.
Hey, Mike. Oh, good evening.
Yeah, he's here with us.
Florida.
Yeah, Peplin, yeah, those were really nice. Oh, they're gorgeous. Yeah, you too, huh, Swift? We got breeder water.
Yeah, where's the other one? Missouri? Is that the other place?
Yeah, they're 6x12. Okay, thanks, Brandon. Yeah.
Is Jody in Missouri also? Because she has.
Jody's in Iowa, I think.
I think they have good water in Iowa too.
I think Jody and Cheryl are just right across the river from each other.
Yeah.
Is that the Missouri River?
It's about a 3-4 hour drive between Jody and Cheryl.
Iowa.
Oh,
Iowa. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I used to live near where Jody lives, and I used to live in the same town that Cheryl lives in now.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Cool. Yeah. 20 minutes apart. No kidding.
Oh. That's good. I know that Nathan, he's always talking about.
Thanks for popping in, Jeff.
Oh, is it Jeff going? I will stop back later, Susan. All right, Jeff.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
I'd like to live near Richard, June says. Yes, especially if you want good fish.
I just want to live in Florida because Disney World's there. That's all I care about.
You got Disneyland right on your doorstep.
Yeah, it's 2 hours away now. It used to be about 15 minutes away.
It's different, the land from the world, right? I mean, it's.
Oh, Barry, yeah. There's 4 parks in Florida. There's 2 in California. Yeah. And so in the pass, the annual pass is, I think it's a little cheaper in Florida. And there's something called the economy of doors when you own apartments. The more doors you have, the cheaper it is to maintain. One thing, the more doors you have, the more parks you have, it's cheaper to go to them. So I'm trying to get Kathy to buy into that one. It's not working real well. So is there that much
humidity in Florida?
So the humidity is killer.
Humidity in Florida would, yeah.
Been there, yeah. Summertime, been there. Yeah,
I've been to Disney World for trade shows, and I've been to Disney in France for trade shows.
Oh,
I've never been to Anaheim.
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The original Magic Kingdom. Yeah, yeah. It's I really enjoyed it when we were there. We were there in spring a couple years ago, and had a great time. And I have been to Florida midsummer, so I do know what it's like. But it's humidity or 120 degrees. I mean, it's just blistering hot here in the summertime. So
I haven't seen Eduardo in a long time. He hasn't been on. I haven't seen him online.
Not a clue. What'd you say, Don?
I said we don't have that heat problem in London.
No, no, no. You got to be in a desert for that one.
Yeah, Eduardo is 10 minutes away. I haven't seen him on YouTube though. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Who else is in Florida? Nathan's in Florida. Sal's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, was it DJ Fish Keeping?
Yeah, it's DJ Fish. Yep, DJ
Yeah.
Guppy.
DJ Guppy. Yeah.
Swiffle.
The
Brenton,
Swiffle.
not Brenton. LRB. LRB's down there.
Oh, Lucas. That's right. Lucas is in Florida. Yeah. Forgot about him.
Did you ever see that video when he sold his house with all the tanks in it?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Somebody buy that. That's amazing.
Yeah, he bought it for I think like $500,000. It came with all the tanks and everything, and then he had did like a little video with Lucas, and he got like overnight nearly 2,000 subs or something.
Sure.
He stopped. He just didn't. He's
not
done.
a YouTuber. Yeah.
Not a YouTuber, and I don't know how. I'm not sure how the I wonder how the fish are.
Yeah.
He bought
Or if the fish are. Yeah. Or maybe that's what he, that was his focus, just fish and fish shop or something like that. So if we sell this place, am I just going to sell it tanks and all?
Or just turn it into a meth lab or something. I don't know.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah, never know. My parents live in Crystal River. I can't wait to swim in it. Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is pretty. They got a lot of stuff down there that'll kill you, but it's still pretty. They got. In fact, there was just some court case. I don't know, how do you sue an alligator? An alligator just killed somebody recently, And I remember in was it Disney Springs, which is their version of downtown Disney. The lake there in the middle, and I don't think it's Buena Vista, but whatever the name of the lake is that Disney Springs is on. There's a couple of the resorts around the other side of it, and apparently they do like movies or something, like movie night. And there were people there. They sit around the shore, and a gator came up and snatched a baby. So gators are prevalent in Florida. So beware. I've seen gators go over 4-foot chain link fence just right up and over.
Wow.
They are powerful creatures. And then there's all kinds of venomous snakes. And then there's big ass constrictors.
Oh yeah, they got all those. They actually have a bounty on some of those fish.
Yeah, the giant Burmese pythons. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were. Hurricane Andrew came through. What was that? 1994. And there was a big, like a big warehouse that was raising these things, and it got toppled, and the snakes just went off into the wild, and they have taken over. There was a red deer that was on the endangered species list. It was off the endangered species list, and that's back on because of the snakes. I've seen photos of the snakes have swallowed alligators, and both died. The legs of the alligator sticking through the sides of the snake. They're both dead, so which one's the apex predator,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, really. Isn't that something? Yeah.
Big Steve Glass Boxes. Hey, Big Steve. I sent you a message. I don't know if you got it or not. Okay, I got my scuba certification. Oh, Crystal River.
Oh, how cool.
Jeff, you could also talk to Jose about where he had his coffee mugs done.
Oh, yes.
Get pricing from.
Yeah,
Find out who he used and get pricing from them.
I think I'll do that.
If he's happy with the quality, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Peace Aquatics. Okay. Now, who's that? Who owns that one? Peace Aquatics. Was that LRB or Eduardo?
Or is that the guy that LRB sold to?
I think it's the guy that bought LRB's house.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. I lost the narrative out there for a second. I wasn't sure.
Peace Aquatics. Aquatic Peace?
Peace Aquatics.
Peace Aquatics. YouTube. 31 videos, 400 subscribers. Huh. All right.
That's who LRB sold to. That's the one who's LRB sold to. Okay.
Yeah, let's.
So he must have had a lot of people unsub after he didn't put any content out.
Maybe. Or maybe YouTube thought they were all bots and just dropped most of them.
It could be. It could be because if they didn't if they just hit the subscribe button without doing anything, they sure could take them away.
Yeah. There's a Facebook page called Peace Aquatics with nothing on it. Just some graphics.
You can't get more peaceful than that, right?
Yeah, really, huh? Instagram, Peace Aquatics. 7 posts, 92 followers. Fish. So, yeah, not a clue. Yeah, so if that's who it is, they're just not there. They're ghosting the world. Which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big Steve in the house. Did I see that?
Hey, there's Fishy Things. Hey there, it's Andy. How you doing?
Hey, Big Steve.
I missed your. We were doing a live stream Sunday night when he was doing his.
Yeah. Huh.
eBay, yeah, that's where I'm going to be trying to do my stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, I blew it. I thought Branton was going to call me, and he wanted to talk eBay. And I love talking eBay. So anyway, yeah.
Where's my camera?
Whenever's good there, Branton. First time he called, I was driving, and I just won't pick up the phone when I'm driving. And just about the time he's calling, I look and the sheriff's going the other direction. So they're really, really strict about it, here in the desert and California in general. I think, it's just easy pickings, people on the phone.
Rachel's here.
Hi, Rachel. So it's, I don't need that fine. It's just not worth it. So I guess what was it? Peace Aquatics or Aquatic Peace or whatever?
Peace Aquatics.
Not a non-starter. Looks like.
Okay.
Suppose if somebody knows Lucas, they could reach out to him and see if, he knows what's going on, if he's willing to talk about it, something he can talk about, and tell them who they are, where they went.
I wonder if anybody's asked him during his live stream. He does live streams. I wonder if anybody's ever asked him that question.
Yeah. And that was, he moved from, what was it, Ohio?
Yeah.
From
Ohio
down to
or Indiana, one of the
Florida.
two.
Yeah. Somewhere in the Midwest, central Midwest. Yeah.
I think it was pretty much close to the border between Ohio and Indiana.
Okay. Interesting. It's a pretty part of the world. I mean, I love lots of trees, lots of woods. Not something we do here. Not in this part of town.
PayPal Swiffle is they use the PayPal payment for the auctions most of the time, but some people, it depends on what you have and what the seller has. If they got Venmo or whatever those other, I don't know what they are. I just go through PayPal.
Right. Yeah, and Zelle works. I sent Gabriel some fish the other day, and he Zelled me. And I had to figure that out and it's just as easy as sending him my phone number.
It was Indiana where LRB moved from, not Ohio.
All right. Oh, cool. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So it was just that simple to, so Zelle works really well. You want to make sure you got the right phone number. You send it to the right account. There's no getting it back. And then, PayPal works well. And originally I was saying, we always say, make sure you use the friends and family. And what I did not know was if your PayPal is not tied directly to your checking account, you'll see a fee, even if you'll see the fee if you're sending money to friends and family. My PayPal is tied to my debit card, so I'm seeing a fee. So what I need to do is tie PayPal to my checking account, not to see that fee. So keep that in mind. And what else? Venmo, yeah, you can Venmo. That's easy too. And I decided I take Bitcoin. Why not? Through PayPal. So if you want to buy my fish and send me, pay me in Bitcoin, it'll still just ding you for cash. I'll just get Bitcoin.
But he's still on LRB's still on YouTube though.
Oh yeah.
So that's one that's basically the only social media I think he's on, according to what Jeff's saying.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
It says he's not, but he's still selling fish.
I think he's talking about the guy that he sold his house to.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, he is still selling fish. Okay.
They are called oxygen concentrator.
Yeah, my mother had one when she had lung cancer.
Oh. Wait, so Richard, you're saying LRB south of Tallahassee? Interesting. I had no idea where,
Yeah, Tallahassee's probably like the northernmost part of it, isn't it?
That's up in the Panhandle, isn't it?
It's near the top of Florida,
Yeah.
up there. I got some relatives that live down in Tallahassee.
Yeah, near Pensacola, I think, is up in that part of the world also. And so it's under, what would it be? Under Alabama or Georgia?
Oh.
Right below Alabama or Georgia. Jeff, the fish room is looking great. Time for your Florida trip.
The fish room is looking great. Time for a Florida trip. Nice.
It's in the armpit. Okay, very cool. I think I know what you're talking about. Sell is easy. Yeah, no charge. No charges. It just goes from one person's, I guess, checking account to another person's checking account. Yep. Yeah, I think I will start using that in the future too.
Swiffle, do you ship fish, Swiffle? Because if you do and you want to be on our auction, just let me know. We get you on there, and if you want to sell some fish.
Yeah.
And anybody out there who ships fish, if you want to be part of it, just let us know. Me, Ron, and David.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got any.
He's here with us. He can let you know too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got any fish this time. I'm pretty much cleaned out on the swordtails. I might have another, and then same thing with the Mickey Mouse platies. Maybe I've got there, but yeah, I'm pretty much the crebensis, the big crebensis. Nobody wants those. So
I'm scared of the heat. Yeah, that heat can really be. Well, that's what happened when I shipped those black mollies, and I thought it was cold enough. I shipped them to David, and they came in cooked.
you didn't use a heat pad, did you?
I'm sorry?
Did you use a heat pack?
I did, because it was still cold. It was still getting down to like 40 degrees at night or colder. And I looked at the weather in both places, and it shouldn't have cooked it.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I sent those swords to Gabriel. No heat pack. And you know what I used? And this was at his suggestion. He said, use UPS ground. Okay, that's going to take 3-4 days. He goes, it'll take a day, maybe two, because we're in the same state. He's not that far from me. So I took a box of fish on, I think it was a Tuesday, across the street to the little pharmacy that's a UPS pickup center. And so UPS picks them up there sometime between 3 and 5, right? And so the next day, I don't even think it was noon yet, they showed up on his doorstep. And for I charged him $10 because it was the box for the box and for the shipping. It was at $8.30 shipping. So I said, just give me $10 for it. And he said, okay, that's good. So
I'd like to go to Florida.
how fast they got there with UPS ground. Cooked fish is great. Yeah. Especially, panko, little panko breading, and oh my God, crebensis. Yes. Well,
Bit of Frank's hot sauce.
whose? What kind?
Frank's hot sauce.
I've not heard of Frank's. Yes, crebensis. It's with an I. And I don't think that A is at the end. Kribensis. Crebensis. And it's I couldn't tell you what the genus is. It starts with a P. Pulvericromus, something like that.
Pelvicachromis pulcher.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Florida.
FK,
Wonderful fish to keep. They're fantastic.
I have got a tank full, Don, and they are just so cool to look at.
The way they color up when they're in breeding form.
Yeah. The iridescent. Yeah. They are really, really beautiful. Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic starter cichlid for anybody because they're not.
I kept him in a tank with rainbow fish, angel fish,
Yeah.
my grand prize winning wild green swordtail.
Oh,
I had
cool.
all sorts in the tank, and I
Yeah.
left everything alone because it was
Yeah.
a big tank. They
Yeah.
had their rock, and I had
Yep.
fine gravel, and they
Yep.
would extract the fine gravel out from underneath the big rock and build their
Right.
cave, lay the eggs on the ceilings, just like the convicts would. They
Yeah.
lived in the same tank as well. I had Crebenses and convict cichlids in the same 55-gallon,
Oh, wow.
which to me was a community tank, and they were breeding quite happily. Even the
Yeah.
angels were at it.
Yeah.
Even the angels were at it. Didn't
Look
matter.
what I found.
Oh, there we go.
Say hello. Say hello.
Honey.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, you're so
Yeah.
lucky. You're so lucky.
Yeah, I think they make a good
Hey dear.
a good community fish.
Boy,
They are passive enough. Yeah.
I miss my boys so much. Oh God.
Nice, sweetie.
Hmm.
Okay. It's quieter now.
I tell you, it's quiet around here without mine. 21 years.
All the construction noise.
Ah,
Yeah. She's not a fan of jackhammers and bobcats, are you? There you go. Okay. And now I'm covered in kitty cat. So, yeah.
Right, I'm going to back myself out and leave you guys to it. It's
All right. I don't think we're going to stick around a whole lot longer.
It's almost 7 o'clock. Probably good time at 7 o'clock. If it's up to you, Ron, but I could go up and cook right now. It wasn't. I didn't.
Yeah,
know.
Kathy's got stuff she wants to do, so I got to go out there. But so I think we can just call it a wrap and thank everybody for popping in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, it's been great fun. It was just kind of a whim.
It's nice when it happens.
Yeah,
We're going to be on Thursday with you.
yeah. And tomorrow on Jeff's stream, and then Thursday on my regular stream. And thanks for being here, Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're just talking on Messenger, and somebody said, "Hey, let's do a pop-up." So here I am. Here we are. All right.
There you go.
But thanks, y'all. And everybody have a great evening, rest of your day, whatever it is, and take care.
Keep your
Thanks
fish
for
happy.
Take care, guys.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thanks
bye.
for looking.